Baik, Niaga AWANI setiap hari Jumaat akan membawakan segmen khas Spotlight Niaga yang menampilkan wartawan bebas terkemuka Termina Kauzi. Termina akan membawakan rangkuman mingguan terbaik dengan ulasan mendalam tentang isu semasa. Jangan ke mana-mana, selepas ini Termina akan bersama anda sebentar sahaja lagi.
Hello, a very good morning and welcome to Niaga Spotlight with me, Termina Kauzi. Good morning, everyone. Niaga Spotlight focuses, of course, on the week's biggest business headlines and a look, of course, at biz news on the horizon. We'll be having market watch, industries, analysis and insights. We've got you covered on Niaga Spotlight. Right, so of course it's been a whirlwind of business headlines this week, and in the foreground we've continued to see climate-focused coverage around the recent floods impacting southern states the worst. There's Pahang, Negeri Sembilan, Malacca and Johor. Now, Johor in particular was hit by floods since the 1st of March, and it has actually displaced more than 50,000 victims at one point. The government has also channeled an immediate allocation of 10 million ringgit to the National Disaster Management Agency, NADMA, for purchasing necessities and providing additional assistance for Johor flood victims taking shelter in temporary flood relief centres or the PPS. Now, the number of families seeking relief at PPS in Johor dropped below 10,000 for the first time just as of yesterday. So now, while floods are not uncommon during the annual monsoon season from November till March in recent years, Malaysia has endured a series of severe floods, which, according to, of course, experts, are due to a mixture of overdevelopment, deforestation, as well as climate change. Now, this actually makes it extremely timely that the Malaysia Energy Transition Outlook has finally been launched by the Ministry of Natural Resources, Environment and Climate Change and the International Renewable Energy Agency, IRENA. So this outlook details a comprehensive pathway for the development of a sustainable as well as cleaner energy system in Malaysia. It presents multiple possible future pathways, including one aligned with IRENA's global pathway from its World Energy Transitions Outlook for achieving a 1.5-degree temperature reduction by mid-century, which is also, I will mention, crucial for curbing the impact of annual and worsening floods on the rakyat. Now, Malaysia is, of course, among the most highly developed states of the Southeast Asian region, besides being a founding member of ASEAN. And by 2050, primary energy supply in Malaysia is expected to increase by 60% over that in just 2018, while the population is projected to rise to more than 40 million people. Malaysia is additionally uniquely positioned to develop a sustainable energy system based on renewable energy that can support economic development, address climate change, achieve energy security, universalization, and affordability goals. Right. On that note, let's listen to Francesco La Camera, Director General of the International Renewable Energy Agency, IRENA, and his recent comments while in conversation with Niaga AWANI on the matter of energy transition and political will in Malaysia.
So, when I talk about energy and energy transition, I'm not optimist, I'm not pessimist. I'm trying to see where the facts are. So concerning the technologies, you may remember that until a few months ago there was someone saying that we need 50% of new technologies for having hope to fighting climate change, and we have insisted that the technologies are there. So that's what is important is the political willingness is there. Concerning the reality, it seems evident that the political will exists, but what is important is not the political will of the minister. And what the minister is trying to do in insisting on this is trying to have a cohesive, inclusive approach where all the stakeholders believe in the fact that the major opportunities for the future of Malaysia coming from accelerating the energy transition. So the political will is how the society react positively. And I think that I've said many times today, it seems that here there is all the opportunities for accelerating the path.
Now, overall, Malaysia aims to achieve its goal for 31% of national electricity capacity to come from renewable energy sources by 2025. There are actually 8 immediate measures to speed up the country's transition to renewable energy, which were announced concurrently by Natural Resources, Environment and Climate Change Minister Nik Ahmad. This includes increasing the quota for renewable energy power generation projects by a total of 630 megawatts by the end of the year. In March 2022, the total quota for renewable energy in Malaysia was reportedly 8,700 megawatts. Now, secondly, the rollout of a framework for third-party access to renewable energy will be done by the 4th quarter of the year, and this will give companies then access to source green electricity directly from renewable energy developers. Thirdly, year-round applications for participation under the Corporate Green Power Program would be allowed in order to spur participation and capacity building from non-solar renewable energy developers as well. Now, other measures involve a public awareness program on rooftop solar power generation for domestic consumers, in addition to exploring the possibility of setting up an energy transition fund. The ministry will also conduct a feasibility study around enhancing Malaysia's power integration with neighboring countries to establish Malaysia as a regional power distribution and trading hub. Additional commitments also entail creating a mechanism to assess and enable the adoption of new clean energy technologies while cutting red tape around initiatives relating to sustainable energy and Malaysia's energy transition. Now, in fact, the Malaysian clean energy market is estimated to be worth between 65 to 80 billion ringgit by 2050. Encouragingly, it's also worth noting that back in November 2022, Tenaga Nasional Berhad, TNB, said it was aiming for capital expenditure of about 20 billion ringgit annually till 2050 to fast-track energy transition plans. We take a quick break now. Stay with us and we'll be right back on Niaga Spotlight.